Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Antics and Anecdotes. I'm Leonardo.
I'm Crit.
I'm Jackie Moon.
I'm Will.
We have a new guest today, Mr. William Myers. How's it going, Will?
Hanging in there, nothing new. Great to be home.
Great to be home. So the viewers, I don't know, you go to Boulder, correct?
Yeah, I'm finishing up my college up at Boulder. Got one more semester to go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs, baby.
Our football team is killing it right now, man. We got this 6-year quarterback who played safety all 4 years, and now he's in playing quarterback for the team. We're 3-0, so
Damn.
There
off
we
to
go.
a great start.
There we go.
Let's go, baby.
That'd be tight. I was like the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy. That was insane.
Dude, we need to go visit Boulder sometime. That place is just like, I hear it's just crazy, but
It's
also
a good
the
time.
best.
It's a good time.
I just want to go for skiing.
I know.
I want to go skiing hella bad there.
You got to come. You should drive back with me when I go back.
I know, but I really should. If I don't have a job by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were literally just talking about that.
Yeah, Leo said he couldn't be on because he might be like getting a new job or something.
My
He was,
cousin?
like talking, yeah.
Really?
He said he was like going to dinner with like one of your dad's friends. He's like, yeah, for like a possible new job. I'm like, ooh, Leo.
What a snake.
That didn't sound like him at all, right?
In the war.
No.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying anything.
I don't care.
Yeah, dropping the beans. So I went to Safeway today, and I got a parking ticket. It's the worst thing ever. So I go in, park outside the street. They have a little area there you can park. Like for
Up top, you mean?
Yeah, up top.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, screw it. I'll just like park right outside because there's a spot there. So I'm like, all right, park, put like a couple quarters in, go in, get my stuff, come back out. And I see the fucking bastard, the meter maid, like right as he leaves, right as he puts on my car and he like leaves. And I'm like 50 feet away. So I'm just like, okay, I'm getting smoked here. And I go up to it. The whole line, like the whole street had tickets on them. Guess what it was?
What, street cleaning?
Street clean.
Yep.
Damn, that's hosed.
And I threw me back to SI days where we get tickets for street cleaning.
All the fucking time.
It was the most unlucky thing because, the sign was like half a mile away that said street cleaning, and I was like, all right, everybody else is parking here. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Lizzie
Go
got-
out, everybody got smoked.
Lizzie got one the other day, and she's a perfect child, so I loved giving it to her. It was great.
I remember showing up late to
It
SI.
is, huh?
Showing up late to SI and you're struggling to find parking,
That's how it always happens. You have to wear
Screw
it.
it. I'm just gonna park on the
Yeah,
street.
you're just like,
cleaning
I'm just
side.
biting the
I'm just
bullet.
fuck it. I'll just go for it.
Sometimes you get
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
It's not
I
often.
was in there because I have the pay by phone app, so you put in a little number and you can like pay on your phone too, your credit card. So I put 13 minutes in. I go outside and I have like 3 minutes left. So I was only in there like 10 minutes. Then that 10 minutes, you wrote up all those people. And I looked at my phone. I was like, I have 3 minutes left. It wasn't for like the time. And then I looked, it said like street cleaning. I was like, God damn it.
So you know the parking lot down there by like the gas stations, by subs and everything? I just went in there and I tried to park. I was the only car in there. I was like, what the hell is going on?
in that
Maybe
little
everyone
mini
hates
parking
it now, but they have these new meter machines that you have to plug in your license plate number. And
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I've seen that.
I was like, no way, bro. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing this. Like, I'm not like about to take a picture of my license plate. Like,
That's
type
way
all
too
this
much.
out. Like normally they have like spot like F1, F2, F3, F3,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whatever, and then like you type it in. Like, I don't get the point of having to put in your license plate. Also, like if you leave early and someone else comes in, it's always tight when you pulling in like there's like 30 minutes left from the previous person.
Like an actual meter.
So like, what's the point?
I know.
Yeah.
Like what if I leave early and then that thing's still going and it's some other dude without the
Will they make
license
Yeah.
plate? Does that guy get a ticket now?
Yeah, that
City's
makes
making
no
more
sense.
money.
I know.
I know in
I hate
Boulder
that.
the meter maids have cameras on like the edges of their cars, and they just drive by and like they scan your license plate.
Oh, shit.
And they can see if you paid or not, and then they just can write you a ticket quicker that way.
That's efficient as fuck.
Yeah, that's so efficient. Efficient at getting money. Yeah, dude, meter maids are the worst. Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I haven't got a ticket in, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years.
I got one like a couple months ago. I was making a U-turn, a legal U-turn, and this dude wrote me up for like a failure to. It was a meter maid. It was like a parking maid guy, and he wrote me up for like a failure to stop for my ticket.
I'd be like,
was
you
like,
are
what
out
are
of your
you
jurisdiction.
talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
That makes no sense.
It's crazy.
That is nuts.
That's beat.
I was pissed off. I like got back to the wharf. My dad was like, "Did you get a ticket?" I was like, I don't think so. Like,
Yeah.
what's good? It's like,
What happens if you don't pay them? It just multiplies.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I found a ticket in my car from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh,
I
jeez.
feel like it'd be tough to make friends if you're a meter maid, you know?
I was just gonna say it's a
Yeah.
hard job.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what do you do? I'm a meter maid. Yeah. Fucking bastard.
Just the lowest of the low.
Yeah. That must suck. Are they also the ones that like? Do they just like take out all the quarters and stuff from?
No,
Every
that's like
machine?
I'm pretty sure
I think
that's
it's another
another
job.
company.
Yeah.
I've seen they walk around with like these metal like push carts and they like
Really?
fill them up.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've never even
Just
seen that.
probably so
They
much,
look like
so
you
many
know, like in
quarters.
Ghostbusters, they have like the trap thing.
Yes, literally.
It literally looks like
Oh.
that. They pull it out and it looks like the Ghostbuster trap, and then they
pretty
take
cool.
all the coins out of it. I saw it for the first one. I was
Wild.
like, whoa, that's how they do it.
Yeah, dude, getting tickets are the worst. I was like, the first one I got in like 5 years. It's a parking ticket.
I've only gotten like 2 in my life. One of them I got sniped driving from Hillsborough to the city.
Yeah, 280s always.
I was going like
Always a death
I was
sentence
going
for
like
that.
105, and the dude wrote me down for 85, which was huge.
I was going 105 too, as
wonder
well. Not one on a
What
1,000.
happens if you don't pay a ticket? Like,
I think it
It
depends
depends on the severity.
on the severity.
Yeah.
it's like I know that like
Over
I've had
100.
a few like when I used to like work in San Mateo, they used to like be super hard out down there,
Yeah.
and I got a few, and I think I ended up not paying for a few, but nothing's come of
I
it.
think a
I
lot
mean,
of the
yeah.
times they'll increase your fine and then maybe send you to court over it. But
Yeah.
Can you dispute those like type of tickets that are meter related? Because I know you can dispute like actual tickets that you get from cops.
I don't think so, because like most of the time they give it to you because either it's street cleaning, you can't dispute that,
Yeah.
or it's
they're not
like
just
your
gonna, like,
meter. Your
oh,
meter
actually, I
ran
had to
out.
dispute
Yeah.
one. It was I was in a parking lot and it was I'd just gotten my new car and I didn't have the registration was out of date and the meter maid wrote me a ticket for being out of registration date. And then she was still in the parking lot, so I went up to her. I was like, "Look, it's a new car. Like, I have my registration right here. It's perfectly registered." And she just like waived the ticket.
That's cool.
Oh,
Have
that's
you guys
nice.
seen that like judge? He's like all over Instagram, like who like has like he handles like small court cases, like minor.
The older guy.
Yeah, he's like the older guy who like
Yeah.
fucks with people. He's like,
Well, he's a funny guy, right?
yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
whole point is like people come in with like all these people come in with like minor like parking tickets, and they like they come in with like minor parking tickets and stuff, and like there's like a pizza guy, for example, he's got like a 25-minute parking ticket for like a on campus thing, and like he's just messing with the guy. He's like, "What do you want to do when you're older?" He's like, "I want to be a lawyer."
Yeah.
He's like, all right, son, now present the case in front of me right now. And then like the kid like totally like fucks himself, and he's like, "Now, son, that's not the right thing to do if you want to be a lawyer." And the guy's like freaking out. He's like, "All right, well, look, it's a 25-minute. You're a pizza guy, and have a good day." Like, he just like waves people off like that, like pushes people's buttons for a little bit. It's like pretty funny, but I feel like
That's pretty funny.
it's like that sort of thing. You could probably
Yeah.
go in and like
Yeah, I
argue
mean-
real quick.
I feel like you can talk your way out of a lot of stuff.
But also, like,
Yeah.
if I get a 25 ticket and I've got to go to court for a $25 ticket, I'm
That's-
just paying
yeah,
$25.
pay the
yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that would suck ass.
For my ticket, yeah, I went to the juvie here in near
Oh,
Twin
really?
Peaks. My dad and mommy, and like the judge was an SI judge. She like graduated like 8 years ago, like prior, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you go to SI," and she was like asking me about like what teachers I had. She's like, "Yeah, who's your math teacher?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, like Lago, whatever." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I had him too." And like my dad was like just smoozing her. Like,
Is this
with
while
the
you were in
suit,
court?
like- yeah, like it was just like her and like us, like in this like little courtroom in juvie. Yeah, and then she was like, "All right, well like." You just get like a month suspension and like a $600 fine. I was like, okay, I guess it's better than like having to do 100 hours of community service or
But
something.
she's like, "All right, you're staying here at juvie with us. Cell number D4.
God,
Make yourself at home."
I would actually never go speed again if I had to stay in there for like a weekend. I'd be
Juvie.
like damn,
Scared straight.
Came out a
Maybe that's
different
what
man.
they should start doing.
Those clips are awesome.
Yeah. Wait, there's one epic one. Fuck. What?
I love the kids that just don't give a fuck.
No, there's one with a girl. I forget what it is.
With the gang.
Yeah. She's like, I'm about that life. Gang.
It's some white chick.
Yeah, it's just like some crazy white chick. All the inmates are like, fuck this bitch on.
So funny.
Gang.
But the ones with the kids that don't give a fuck are the funniest. I remember there's one where this kid's like 12 years old on Scared Straight for some reason. Some white kid with glasses. And they're like showing some crazy inmates like, oh, you want to come in my room with me? He's like, not really. Like, no. He's like, the officer around was like, why don't you go in there? He's like, because the door's closed. Kid with shit.
No, he's like the most savage kid ever.
It's like, damn, you got some balls, kid.
Yeah, he's like the biggest monotone kid ever.
Yeah.
People are screaming at him. He's like, no.
Just full disregard.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like, what, bro? It's hilarious.
Damn,
Scared
dude.
Straight, it's kind of like a fucked up concept.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, totally.
Definitely
Just
not
send
good.
these kids into literally a gnarly prison. Let them just get
Let 'em
screamed
fend
at
for
for a couple
themselves.
hours.
For entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it works for
Oh,
a few
yeah,
people.
definitely works.
You think the kids get paid?
Maybe.
Maybe after?
No, probably not. I think they've got to be part of like a program. They're going to
Yeah.
get better.
Yeah.
What's that show where they put civilians in a prison and they go undercover? Have any of you heard of this show?
No.
It's crazy. I
wild.
watched a season, and it's actually it's like, oh, it's called 60 Days In or 30 Days In. It's one of the two. I think
I'm good. I'm
look
good.
it up.
I think
would never
it's
do that.
60 Days In, and you
Yeah,
volunteer to go in undercover as an inmate for 60 days so that you can like find out what's wrong with the prison, and you come back to the warden and like the owner or whatever the top dog is at the prison, and you tell them what's wrong and how they can fix it.
That's what I would do. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
good $1
wild.
million.
It's crazy. It's a
that's a-
super cool show.
That's a good $1 million spot.
Yeah.
I would do that for $1 million. Nothing less.
Season 6, there's like eight seasons.
There's a lot of it. Yeah, I watched
That's
one of the
wild.
seasons. It was crazy. Like one
60
dude,
days,
one dude was a
long time.
That's a
marine.
long time.
It's a
One dude was a
long
marine and
time.
like went in there, like everyone fucking loved him, and they like showed him fucking everything, and he just smoked all of them in the end. I was like, Jesus.
Damn.
No
That's
way.
like that's a super
they
interesting
showed
concept.
him like what they're like.
He became
underground schemes
became boys with like every single person in the prison,
That's
and it was like
that's
they're like
fucked.
they're sketch ass prisons too. Like they're not.
of. But he's some yoked ass dude. I'm assuming.
He wasn't yoked. He was just a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's a wild concept.
I think he's been on a couple times because he just clicks with inmates so well for some reason.
Oh, is it like a game show, like a new person every time?
It's different. Well, it's just like volunteers, but like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Like,
It would have to be volunteers.
I'm assuming those guys get paid pretty well.
oh, I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You mean
There's no way people are just like, yeah, I'll do it for nothing. Like,
Because even as much protection as you got from whatever show you're in, it's
It
still
doesn't
gnarly.
matter. You could
Yeah.
have some crazy motherfucker shit.
one guy got knocked the fuck out in the show. Some volunteer got knocked the fuck out.
Damn.
Imagine telling your family, yeah, I'm going to go do a shoot. Where? I'm going to be in a prison for 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I see you after.
Yeah.
It's a super cool show though.
Kind of off topic here. I was talking to one of my buddies today from Santa Clara, and we were talking about like different sports and whatever. We were talking about watching sports, and then we got on the topic of like what sport you would want to play, and we were asking each other like if you had to pick one sport to be the best at, what would you pick?
Like best in the world, or you saying?
Yeah, best in the world.
Soccer.
You got to give your reason, then you got to
NBA.
say, and then you got to say why.
Basketball.
All right, I'll go first. I'm going to pick the NBA because it's such a small pool of competitive good players. You got to be the best basketball player in the world to even make a roster. And I think just it's like being on some of the best teams in the world. Basketball.
It's
a good point.
It's at a super competitive time right now too. So
Yeah.
you really are like the best of the best. Also, I just am a basketball player, so I love basketball. So I'm gonna be biased, but
I think it'd be hard to shine in a lot of other sports. Like you got to be
Yeah.
so good at football, or like
Yeah.
it's hard to be.
and
like,
also
you
your
could be an
body,
O-lineman.
your body takes a fucking beating in
Right,
football.
Yeah, you got to take that into account. You got to also take into account like what sports are on the most and stuff, because like people might say like some like Olympic sport, but like you don't see that every
Right,
4
yeah.
years. You know,
I'm soccer for the sole reason
Money.
and you're internationally famous.
Yeah, that's true.
So like everyone knows
Soccer is
you.
a good one.
And then on top of that, you get to play in the fucking World Cup.
Yeah.
and you're the best in the world, so you're like on the main stage, like swagging out. It'd be so sick.
Yeah, I would say my
Like
top
the World
two.
Cup would be sick.
My top two are definitely basketball and soccer.
Yeah.
The money also, so like if you want to do the money factor, like baseball is also a really good one, but,
Yeah, but baseball's
like this,
boring.
I mean, it can be
Just
fun.
every time
if
you-
you're
every
good,
time
like
you
if
go
you're
to the
good at
plate,
anything, like it's gonna
hit
be
a home
fun
run.
to play. But also like their seasons are so fucking long, like
Yeah.
100 and some crazy amount of games.
Between like games, practice hours, all that stuff, it's probably way more than any other sport, I would think.
Probably. I mean,
about you?
it's like 160 games. Or
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I feel like swimming would be pretty damn cool. Just be like the best at swimming in the world. No one, like, you're the
next
fastest
Michael
swimmer in
Phelps.
the world. No one can like outswim you. Be pretty sick. I don't know. Either that or like, I would probably say soccer too, just because like soccer's sick.
Soccer's dope.
And there's like barely any goals are scored in soccer, so like when you do score a goal, it makes it that much more like crazy. Besides like something like lacrosse or soccer or something, or not, or like
I was gonna say if
basketball or-
lacrosse was more popular, would you guys choose that?
If I can make a shit
Yeah.
ton of money in lacrosse,
Like if
Like
lacrosse
if instantly
was
just make a goal like from half court every time, it definitely would.
if I had the ability to like, if there was like an actual
Pro
league to go make
lacrosse.
millions in, and like I don't even care about fame at that point. If you can make money,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then hell yeah, I'd go play lacrosse.
yeah.
I think for
I
me,
would sweat my ass off, but just go like try hard mode,
Right.
get drafted, and just be sick. It'd be tight.
yeah. I think my second choice would probably be golf, though.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I
golf-
forgot
Wait,
about
what
it.
am
I
I
was
thinking? Yeah,
gonna-
golf would be great.
Ooh,
'Cause
I
you can
forgot
play
about
that into like
golf.
your 90s.
Because you can play right. You can play. You look at Phil and these
Same
guys;
soccer,
they're old
though.
as the hills,
Yeah.
and you can still
Also, I feel like
perform and make a lot of money.
being good at golf is so satisfying.
Right.
Like hitting a great golf
Yeah.
shot is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
it is such a great feeling.
Be able to
Soccer you
hit
can play a
hole in
long time
ones.
now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like look at that, like Messi
How-
and Ronaldo right now. They're pretty old.
Isn't Zlatan
And they're
like even
still- they're still
older?
And they're at their
crushing it.
prime, or they're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
like coming out of
They're
their prime.
crushing it.
They both just won like the best, or at least one of them did.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Whatever.
Ballon
What?
d'Or.
Yeah.
that is true for golf though. In terms of like scoring wise, like making something like a hole in one, the probability of that is so low compared to like I can't compare that to another sport where like soccer, yeah, like you got like scoring a goal sick, but like a hole in one in golf or an albatross or something is like, you know what I'm saying? At that like
Yeah.
level
Right,
of
right,
magnitude,
right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
compare
But, like-
that to any other sport because it's like it's a lot of luck. I feel like too, but
Well, yeah,
crazy.
but like being the best in the world at golf doesn't mean you're hitting hole in the ones like crazy.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
like
You're consistent.
you probably hit
you're
like
super consistent and you're just filthy.
I'm just
Just
saying,
filthy,
like,
yeah.
put this in like perspective. Kylian Mbappe, he was a 17-year-old going into the World
Yeah.
Cup.
right.
He was the youngest person other than Pele to score goals in the World Cup, and he basically didn't like France win that year.
They won, yeah.
They won that year. He was like the youngest kid to win
Yeah,
the
he
World Cup.
played,
He went from a nobody to like 25 mil on Insta.
Now he's a
like,
huge star,
multi-millionaire.
right.
Like
Yeah.
in like
Now he's
in
one of the
no
most
time.
well-known soccer players right now.
Right.
that's wild.
It's just crazy how like the whole soccer. It's just nuts.
When is the
Yeah.
next World Cup?
It is.
20.
It is.
It was in
20.
the last one was 2016. Wait,
It's 20. No, it's 2024.
Dubai.
Yeah, and then the next
I
one.
thought it was in Qatar.
No. The next one after 20. The next one after the next one is in New York.
2028.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one in
We
Qatar?
all have to get
Wait,
tickets. for
where
that.
was
Qatar.
the one
Yeah.
this year?
That's
then?
where it's gonna.
I don't even
the
remember.
the last one was in Russia.
Sochi or no? That was the Olympics.
But that wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, it was in
But
Russia.
that would be
It was-
2020 then. That'd be this year.
No,
I thought the last
it
one was
20,
in. Oh, it was 2018.
Why?
Can you fact check us, Leonardo?
Yeah.
2018.
There we go.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
It was 2018 in Russia.
That was the last World
Looking
Cup?
at the.
Yeah.
No. It was in Russia.
In 2002, South Korea, Japan. 2006, Germany, Italy. 2010, South Africa, Spain. 2014, Brazil, Germany.
No,
2018.
No, those are the players, not locations.
Search up who
Oh,
won
yeah,
last
what the hell?
World
What
Cup.
am I
No,
looking
no. France won the last World Cup, didn't they? Or it was
at? Last World
Just-
Cup.
it was
Yeah,
Croatia
search up
versus
last-
France, wasn't it?
Search up last World Cup.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Date.
Date. July 14th, 2019.
Yeah, so it's gonna be in 4 years after that. So 2021.
It was in 2019?
in London. I don't even remember that.
No, wait,
remember
no,
it
that's
being
not factual. That's not
How?
factual.
Yeah, what?
It
the
was
f-
in
it
Russia
doesn't-
because
I was the 2019 Cricket World Cup final.
Yeah, you gotta
my
put soccer. Put soccer. Put men's soccer. It was in Russia because I was traveling abroad and I was gonna go, and then my dad was like, "No, there might be terrorist attacks."
2018 FIFA World
was in
Cup was
Russia.
the international football tournament consisted by men's national team. June 14th,
Russia
2018
2018, right?
in
Yeah,
Russia.
it was Russia
Yeah.
2018. France won. They beat Croatia.
Yes. So it'll be 2022 is the next one, and it's gonna be in Dubai, and then after that is 2026, and that's gonna be in New York.
Okay, but what about
Yeah.
wasn't there that whole
In New
like
York,
scandal where
yeah,
like
yeah.
people were paying millions, like countries were paying millions of dollars?
No, they were paying to the FIFA corporation.
Right.
All the Saudi princes want the good.
Right,
And
right.
they're paying FIFA trillions to have
the
all
cup
these
come.
soccer players come to Dubai, which makes zero sense because you're putting these guys in
Yeah.
intense heat in the World Cup. It's just like not a good spot.
Isn't FIFA like really corrupt?
Yes, that's
They've
the
had,
point of
like,
it.
massive
2022
corruption
Olympics is in
That's why it's in
Qatar or Qatar,
It's
however
in
you want to
Qatar
say
because
it.
they accepted all the money. And they got
Qatar.
blown up.
I thought it was
because
pronounced-
they got
it's like
revealed
Qatar's
that
like
they
pretty much
accepted a bunch
Dubai.
of money
It's
and got
right off
influenced
I
to
thought it was
have
pronounced
it there.
Qatar.
It's all the oil sheiks.
The
and
World
they're like-
Cup?
Let us know in the comments.
so-
Qatar or
Yeah.
Qatar?
But the FIFA
For a second, I thought you were saying the Olympics. I'm like, I don't think the Olympics can be bribed and go into a country.
No, the FIFA corporation handles the World Cup.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah,
Absolutely
so
wild.
so
What
they got
even
brought
is the
hard.
FIFA corporation?
It's the
What does FIFA stand for? What do you guys think FIFA stands for? I'll look it up right now.
I have no
Something
idea.
International Football Association.
Yeah.
FIFA stands for Federation Internationale de Football Association.
Yeah, Federation.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're hella corrupt, and now they're having it in Qatar, which should be interesting.
Yeah, that
but
will
the
be
New York
interesting.
one's gonna be sick, and we all have
Yeah.
to spend like 10 grand and get good seats.
When's that one?
What
2026.
stadium will that even be in New York?
It's gonna be in the New York Giants. It's gonna be in like a couple stadiums.
It's gonna be in like
They-
MetLife.
They're gonna have
Oh,
one
it
in
should
MetLife.
not.
They're
It should
gonna-
not be in MetLife. Fuck MetLife
They're
Stadium.
gonna have one in
That's gonna be
MetLife.
fucked.
They have to have like multiple stages.
Yeah.
Teams play, so they'll have one in MetLife, one in Yankee Stadium, one in like probably like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
They
Maybe
do have a
not.
good amount of
No,
stadiums.
that'd be fucking
That'd be sick.
insane.
I would
That'd be
love
insane.
Indoor at Madison.
I think the next big sport event like that I'm stoked for is the U.S. Open at the Olympic Club in 2028 or whatever.
That's
yeah,
thing.
that's gonna be
32.
fun.
no way.
I know it got pushed back recently, but
2020 what?
2028 or
So we're gonna go
2032.
World Cup to
Didn't it happen like in
US Open.
2008 or
Yeah, let's
something?
go.
And also the women's one is next year, which is also super cool.
Where do they play at the Olympics?
But yeah, they play the ocean
Yeah.
or the lake.
Yeah.
I know, but like
The
on
main
those
course.
little, like, oh, I know what I'm saying. Okay, yeah.
They play the main course.
Oh, for some reason
You're
I thought you were
tripping,
talking
bro.
about tennis. So I was like,
I'm going there Sunday to get fitted for clubs.
I was like, do they play on those little?
I know. I
frames?
need to. I want to take a
Courts down
lesson
there.
so that
I need to
just
get-
get the stroke back.
Yeah,
Lessons are always helpful.
I need to do that too. I'm like not good at all.
Oh, you're getting your own clubs as you said.
Like
yeah,
golf?
yeah, I'm getting them fitted Sunday.
Nice.
Get my own pair.
I'm terrible, but it's still fun. Like,
What's the
I still
pro's
have fun
there's
playing.
name again?
Roger,
Roger.
he's the man. Yeah, he's
Man.
helped me out.
Yeah.
Roger D'Souza, he's a boy. He's the boy. So nice. Well, this episode of Antics and Anecdotes is sponsored by Coming in Clutch. Are you a true car lover? This epic podcast, hosted by my brother Lorenzo, has everything from car talk to special guests. Follow Coming in Clutch on Instagram and YouTube, and check them out on whatever podcasts you listen to. Any platform, Apple, Spotify, Breaker, Google Podcast. Thanks again, Lorenzo and Cody, for sponsoring us.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Lorenzo.
it.
Hey, so there's another monolith in California.
Yeah.
It just appeared.
It's
I
just
guess.
artists.
And then
It's nothing more than art.
And then these crazy,
Right?
these crazy religious people came and replaced it with a cross.
California monolith becomes the third to appear and disappear.
Where's the California one?
Let's see.
I think it was by Slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I remember correctly.
The first one was
Yeah,
cool. Everything else
yeah,
is just
somewhere near-
lame, bro.
I totally agree. I think the first one is someone doing some cool abstract art, and then you have some.
What, you think the other ones are just copycats?
Yeah.
I think the other ones are copycats.
They saw
They all
'Cause they
look.
saw how big
they
it
all
got.
look a little different. Too.
They all look exactly. That was my thinking. Is that they all look a little bit different, but it's the same idea.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're like, oh, all I got to do is make a metal structure, and
Right.
everybody's gonna be posting about it.
Yeah.
Did it say what type of metal it was?
No.
Probably
I think it's just like they're just like stainless steel.
I think the very first one was aluminum.
aluminum, maybe. Yeah.
The one in
Nothing
the one
crazy.
or no, the very first one was like actual stone or something.
No, I don't
Or
think
like
it was
some
stone.
like it was
No.
it was like
stone.
edged like rock.
Damn.
Stone. Second one was aluminum. Third
Talking
one was
about
shit.
stone.
No, it was no.
I just don't get that stuff. Like what is it?
But like if you look at the first one, it was in a crazy location. Like
Right.
it's super like it makes sense that it was an art installation because it's a really cool place to put a structure.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Okay, my only question is like, how do these people not get seen?
Right, putting it up.
They
mean, it's
must
the
have
same
like
question.
they must have them in separate pieces and then go put it together like up.
Probably
at the
go at like
spot.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean,
thing.
people
Yeah.
people always wonder how artists like Banksy and whatnot do their crazy
Yeah.
art installations. Like Banksy did I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago, did an installation in New York where you do a new art piece every single day for like 30 days of a month, and no one ever saw him once. And these are like huge art pieces where he'd rent out like an abandoned like knocked down building and build like a crazy art installation, and no one has ever seen this dude.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. I've seen some of his street work
This
in
one's my
London.
favorite. The one he does
Pretty
of
cool.
the telephone pole in London.
Yeah.
He made it into like a bench
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah,
type
his art is crazy.
I've seen it.
insane.
Yeah,
Pretty
there's
wild.
he does a lot of shit in London. I've seen.
I think the coolest thing he did was he had the balloon girl painting in the frame, and it was at Sotheby's auction.
Yeah,
and while
I've
it
seen
was
that.
up, he like had someone there click a button, and it had been built. it had been built
Yeah,
into
yeah.
this painting for
And it was
like
after it was
years
sold,
and years.
too.
Yeah, it
That's
sold like
absurd.
millions of dollars, and then he
was
just
like
presses
13
the
mil.
button, it just comes pouring out in pieces, and everyone's there is like, "Oh my god, this is insane!
This guy's
what is
a
going on?
lunatic."
This piece of $1 million art is literally being shredded out of its own frame."
dude, no, but like I would be kind of stoked about it.
It adds. I mean, in retrospect, it probably added more value to the art.
The story behind it.
I don't know really whatever happened to the
fact
piece
that
beyond that.
The
but-
fact
Yeah.
that there's that story behind it, I think adds value to the art.
Absolutely.
I feel like you're either a person that loves kind of like the backstory or like a value or an event that happened to an artwork, or you're someone that just like genuinely likes an artwork for like
Appreciates the art.
like your just type of style, you know.
Yeah.
But like both are sick.
There's definitely a major like exclusivity value to art. People
Oh my
that
God.
are into art like the exclusivity factor of it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the reason why it's so expensive.
Totally.
it's a cool hobby. Like you have
Yeah,
the-
if you
have
got the
time-
money.
If you got the money for it, yeah,
go
why
for
not?
money and time for
Yeah,
it.
like to
Yeah,
have like a
If you
dope
got
thing.
$5 million to waste on a painting, I mean, all the power to you. Go
for
buy
it.
that painting.
or $5 million paintings.
Yeah, whatever. It's a good investment too.
Or $125 million.
They all just, they appreciate it. Gets so much more expensive.
Yeah. For me, it's like maybe when I'm older, I would like that stuff, but like I can never see myself just like spending so much money on like artwork.
The only time I would
But-
spend that much money on artwork is if I was building like my life goal house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I was
That
like, all
makes
right,
sense, yeah.
we made it. I'm building a nice house and I'm putting in
a little-
crazy artwork
Yeah.
everywhere.
You gotta have a couple things.
Then I'd rack. But other than that, yeah, there's no point to like spend on it.
Oh man. Well, should we play some $1 million butt?
No.
So, Will, you haven't been
I
on this
don't want to.
portion yet, but pretty much we'll give you a scenario. You get $1 million right here and now, cash, and then I'll say a scenario, but et cetera, et cetera. And you either accept it or you don't. It's all fictional. And yeah, let's get into it. Cool.
I wish you had $1 million for me.
$1 million, but you gotta smoke crack right now.
$1 million, but you can't drink water for 3 years. But you can drink, but you can drink anything else, and no like bubble water either.
Okay.
Like you
So just, like, no
you just
water
can't drink like
products. Do you
know-
Pellegrinos
do you know-
and water. But you
Okay,
can drink
Do you know
anything
how the
else.
human anatomy?
Tommy's done this. He only drinks Sprite.
Well, you could technically drink Gatorade for 3 years, and
don't-
you'd probably be fine.
I don't think.
Well, technically, maybe.
I don't think
if
you can.
but like if this scenario is you
If you
also
could-
survive, you're fine. Like
Right.
you won't feel any effects. Those 3
absolutely.
years.
I don't.
you do it?
I'm terrible at drinking water, so it would not be a big deal for me.
I like water too much.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm a big water drinker as well, especially living in altitude at school. Like,
Yeah.
you just like you realize how much water you have to drink. You just feel like dried out at the end of the day if you don't like drink a lot of water at school.
Yeah.
I also
living in
can't hammer
altitude.
Gatorades. Like after one
I
Gatorade,
can't.
I start getting sugary mouth and it tastes weird, and I'm like, ugh.
That's why you get the little mini bottles, and
Right.
you can pound like.
Yeah, I
You
feel
can
like
drink
4 of
anything
them.
else though. You can drink like coffee and.
I mean,
Wow.
you could drink beer.
Yeah, took a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
You just get yourself more dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Right, but this is as if you don't need water. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I do not need water,
Dehydration.
then yes.
You would.
If I can survive without water.
that's what I'm saying. Obviously, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it if I couldn't live.
Yeah,
Actually-
I would do it. 3 years, I'd do it.
Okay,
Hell
why
yeah,
not?
I'd drink fucking vitamin water for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do too. I mean, like,
Something.
yeah, I think it'd be an easy thing.
Yeah.
Except like at restaurant stuff, you just be like, oh no water for me.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to do.
This guy never asked for water. All right, well, that was quick. $1 million, but every month or every other month, you can't shower, and it's
For the entire month?
yeah,
So you get like
and it's
a
for
month
one-
of
and it's
showering
for-
and a month. of
It's
no
only for
showering.
1 year. Yeah, so like September you can't shower.
So you're
October
showering
you
for
can
6
shower,
months out of the
November
year.
you can't shower. Yeah,
But can I like wash myself?
No, I don't think there's no
There's
issue.
no
but
bathing.
You can't like
I can't even
purposely
get
go.
water.
Well, yeah, can we like go swimming?
No,
No,
I'm making it purposely harder because
No.
like you guys said all yes.
I'm
to the
not
last
taking
one.
my million. Here.
No.
No shot.
That's only for a year.
No.
I need to
Dude,
shower.
No one would want to hang out
Dude,
with
like you go.
Yeah, bro.
like, this kid smells like
Yeah.
How do you work out? Like, dude, how do I go to the gym?
Yeah.
You text Will. Sorry, it's his, I forgot it's a stinky month.
It's a showerless month.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe you just become a hermit and just don't do anything for a month.
If you're working at the wharf, good luck. You got it.
You smell like you
God.
smell like
I don't even want to
dead
think about
feet.
Yeah,
this.
neither do
Yeah.
I. That just sounds terrible. You'd have like
You smell like a
you'd have like
dead
a
whale.
film on your body.
Dude, like
Yeah.
you think like even after a day of working there, your hoodie smells like it's been there for 5 years. And like imagine your whole body after a month, of
month?
no showering would be
You'd start growing
Horrid.
fish scales.
Yeah.
turn into a fish.
You're a merman.
I probably wouldn't take it either.
I'm glad to hear that.
That would
I'd be
just
kind of
way-
concerned if any of
Yeah.
us said yes.
Angelo, if he was here, he would definitely take it.
You probably
Well, so
would.
here, I mean, like, if I was like married and like a streamer or something and didn't have to leave the house, maybe I would take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I had something where like I was chilling, like I didn't have to worry about people caring
Yeah,
how I
yeah.
smelled and stuff like that, then yeah, I'd probably do it. But
Yeah.
that last shower would be a damn good shower
oh my
every
god,
month.
and
Yeah.
the first shower,
Yeah.
bro. Oh my
Beginning,
god,
and then your last one of the month, you'd just be like sitting in there for an hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
Till
dude.
11:59.
You would shower. You would shower, and you'd see like the water would be like muddy.
yeah.
It'd be like
Ew,
dirty
bro.
water.
No,
Honestly,
thank
after a
you.
while, yeah, all your stuff would get so grimy.
That's like Naked and Afraid, bro. Every time they're finished in their first shower, they're all just like, "Oh my god, this feels fucking amazing." If you guys watch that show,
I love that show. That show's
It's a great
awesome.
show,
I haven't seen it.
bro.
I need
They
to.
they have like, I don't really watch the regular show. I watch the XL, which is like the regular show's 21 days, right?
Yeah.
The XL I think is 40 days, and it's a huge.
There's like a bunch of people.
Yeah, there's like 15 people or something, and they have to last 40 days out in these crazy fucking environments.
That's
And
wild.
it's super cool to watch.
Does anyone like get hurt or like?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I think
people
like,
have had to get
like
sent
more
home.
like sickness and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
I was watching.
malnutrition.
I was watching one like
Yeah,
some dude.
they probably pull you out before you
Yeah.
get to. Crazy. So no one would take that one?
No,
Yeah.
I hope no one ever would take that one.
Yeah. I always need one where everybody says no.
I like showers.
Yeah. Me too. I need to shower every day. All right, last one for the money round. $1 billion with a B, but
With a B.
for the rest of your life, you move at a snail's pace. Like a snail's pace is in like it'll take you like from like right there on the carpet to right here. That'll take you like 15 seconds to walk it.
Okay,
Oh, so it's like Jameson speed.
Yes, exactly.
So when you're walking,
yeah, but you can't run.
yeah, but
That means you can't even run.
I
you
can drive fast.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can go in a cart and all that.
Yeah, I'd take that. It's a chill life.
okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm about
so like
that.
you could go on like a hoverboard or a Segway and like move around your house like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
There's ways around it, you know. It's just that like when you're like I think one of the main problems would be like
allow it.
if you're out for an event or something.
Yeah, at outside lands, everyone's like, "Come on, we're going to the next stage."
You're,
Like,
you're just like,
Just molasses.
soon, guys.
I'll see you guys in like an hour.
Tommy left to go to DJ Snake. What do you mean? It starts at 6, it's only 4. Yeah, exactly.
2 hours.
Imagine like leaving somewhere and be like, "Fuck, I forgot my phone." Just like, oh.
Turning around takes you like 30 seconds.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
would
Like,
be a huge bummer. Like I went for a bike ride today, forgot my helmet. That would have been a 2-hour excursion. To get the helmet.
like showering, you're like, you're just slowly washing your head. Whatever.
Wait, you're all slow?
Yeah, like everything you do is kind of slow.
You're
So wait, that means that when I'm driving, I'm like,
sloth.
Yeah, you potentially couldn't drive. I didn't really think about that, but yeah, you probably couldn't.
What does this mean? Your reaction time, like literally everything.
You're literally a snail.
You're just hot.
Your reaction time is like if Will throws something at me, I'll want to catch it, but about 10 seconds later, I'll be here.
So you're just forever lagging. You're just
Yeah,
lag.
yeah.
the
You
entire time.
you couldn't play video games or any of that anymore. I
So
guess.
no, I'm not doing that. It is $1 billion.
Billion with
so-
the B is a lot of money, dude. Once I got
Wait,
my
how
billion,
long? How long?
I'll just go
I
buy a
said
house
for the
somewhere.
rest of your life, but I'll do it. I'll be generous. 15 years, you'll have this starting now.
I would take 15 years. for
Question
$1
is,
billion.
do you
but
think
like-
you can make a bill in 15 years?
No.
I did not take it yet.
It's a hard one. I probably wouldn't either, just because like that would suck. You'd get hella fat.
Dude,
If you
if
could
I-
go on any runs.
I'd do it like if I was like 45 to 60. I'd do it for 15
Yeah.
years, but
See-
not right now.
See, I would do it right now because then I get out of it. I'm 37 and I'm a billionaire. And I'm
Right.
still kind of young, and like 37's not old.
Yeah, but like
you're a billionaire.
this, I feel like this is low key the like
The most
now for like
Yeah.
the next 15 years is like like low key the prime of our lives.
So it's just
Yeah.
if you want to do that over money at that point, it's just
Well, it depends how you look at like the prime, though.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Because the prime could be when you got $1 billion and you got all the,
true.
like amenities.
I also
you could
just
have.
enjoy being
Yeah.
young and
Yeah.
being able to do stuff that young people can do and old people can't.
Yeah, true.
true.
Well, yeah, it'd be a no-brainer when you're older because you're like, I'm already moving slow.
Yeah, yeah.
I probably wouldn't take it, even if it was for 15 years. I don't know. Just it's like being that slow.
Yeah, I'm going no.
I'd be like an
Final answer.
elevator in my house or something. Will, you wouldn't take it, or you said you would?
I think I might take it.
Yeah.
I would just live 15 years of my life pretty sedentary. You know,
I mean, you have to.
just doing very little. You know,
Ben, would you?
I don't know. I don't think I'd do it.
Wait, do
Tommy?
you get the money up
I was
front?
about to say
no,
like
no
how.
shot.
Is that then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Why would they
well,
pay you
I mean,
before?
no. No. Well, this you get it then and now.
All right. Well, if I'm getting paid, I'm 100% doing it.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You
If
get
I'm
it
getting
then and
guapped
now.
out immediately, then yes. Because
Yeah.
think about it, you can buy yourself
Yeah.
like carts at someone to drive you around. At
Buy myself a
festivals
bunch of
and-
Ferraris
Yeah,
and go really
that
fast.
kind of changes things.
You can buy anything you want or need.
Yeah.
You could potentially just buy the dopest wheelchair ever. that can go like 50 miles an hour and just get around.
Get a license
anywhere
plate
you
on it,
want.
take it on the highway, bro.
Yeah. Imagine.
Yeah. Now you're rethinking. Yeah, you get paid right away. That's
Yeah.
a bill in your
Up front's a
account.
big
I would just
deal.
hire a banjo to be my driver, whatever.
Yeah, think about that. If you get paid right away right now too, you have the rest of your life to invest that billion. So you're gonna be worth like a couple bill.
Now we all changing our decision. I probably would too. Then I didn't
Money
even think
talks.
about that.
Money does talk.
Any talk.
Talks the loudest.
a hard
yeah,
choice,
I'd
though.
probably fucking do it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Up front,
I
that's,
probably would
that's a
too.
game
I'd change
changer.
mine.
Having a
I
billion,
mean, if all the boys took it, and we were all slow,
having a billion
Yeah.
at 22 years old,
we're just all slow billionaires.
that doesn't sound too bad to me.
No.
And that's the name of the game, guys. Thanks for playing.
Of course, anytime.
Of course.
I hate it.
I'm just waiting until the day that you actually have $1 billion for us, and then I'll be.
I know, right?
Yeah, where's my stack?
Yeah.
of cash?
Next time I do this, I'll just have like one of these things. I'll just have like
Just have like
Joe Rogan would probably give me
four
my million.
briefcase.
Imagine if you did that, $1 million, but yeah, I would take that. All right, let's do it. Hey, what?
Wait.
Nah, you ain't gonna shower now.
I should start doing stuff that's a lot lower, like stuff that we can shoot right now, like $5, but
That's just betting someone to do something.
Yeah. That's true. You wouldn't really abide by it for the rest of your life.
I would say anything over like 50 grand starts getting into.
You could do like you get $100 every time you do something or like something like that.
Yeah. I'll have to think of it. I'll think of something.
Yeah, that's true.
Any closing remarks? Anything else? Anybody wants any stories or anything interesting happening to you guys before we head off?
Any stories? I don't know.
Anything wild happened this weekend? Will, any like crazy boulder stories? That's like that.
This semester has been a little funky.
Yeah, I feel like
at
it's kind of
school
tough
comparatively to what
especially
usually
at Boulder
happens at Boulder. Like usually, there's big parties and whatnot in the fall and the spring, and like everything is just on halts. Like the county put in a countywide ordinance that's like you can't gather with more than 6 people or whatever. And like they also put out one when it got really bad a little bit during in Colorado. They're like, if you live with more than 6 people or with more than 4 people, you have to wear a mask inside in your living room.
That's
so just like a bunch of insane stuff. But it's been a really good time still. Finishing up the last year of school.
Yeah,
can't complain.
Gotta enjoy the most of it.
And we got ski season come up, which is like the best part about school.
That's huge.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
the mountains there are probably super nice.
You get Icon Pass?
Mountains are awesome. Icon. Yep.
Yeah.
Dirk just got it today too.
Bro, so I downloaded the Icon app, and it's kind of dope.
Did you get one?
Yeah, it shows like you can like.
I was gonna do that,
create
but
a
I never
leaderboard.
did.
Yeah, it tracks you.
It was my first time getting an Icon
Is it a
Pass,
leaderboard?
Yeah, so you can create a leaderboard and invite your friends, and
That's
it
super
shows
cool.
you have to allow it to like track you, but it'll show your like stats for the season. So it'll show you like highest jumps, like how many miles you've skied, like how many lifts,
it shows like your vertical elevation gain, like
via your phone.
Right.
Yeah, it's the app.
Because it uses the GPS on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it like tracks your phone. Here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no.
I might download it. I saw it and I have it downstairs. My little like the thing you have with your photo, but I didn't download the app. But
I wish I still skied.
Like look at that. So
zeros for now.
Yeah,
I would smoke
miles,
that.
days,
I'm gonna try to get like
hours, trails, max speed.
I know. I'm gonna try to get like 30
crazy.
days this
That's
year,
the
and I want
dangest.
pass.
Oh yeah, I need to.
I feel like that's
Now
what
that we
Lardo's
bought
best
it.
at.
Yeah, Lardo, you gotta. I'm interested. The max speed. I want to see what your.
Bro, I
max
feel
speed
like-
I'm
is.
going at a snail's pace this year, boys.
Oh yeah, true.
That stat alone, I feel like is going to cause so many problems.
If we had this,
people just
when, like,
going as fast as they fucking
Yeah,
can to
oh
get
my
the top speed.
if we had this 3 years ago,
Oh no.
Leonardo used to
down Siberia.
mob down Siberia. He would just like tuck his legs and just.
I don't know. Yeah, that was. This year I'm just gonna go on really nice turns. Just take my time, play some good music.
Avoid injury.
Yeah, avoid injury.
I wish I could do
I
that.
just picked up my skis today. It was my Christmas present.
Really?
Nice.
It's the only thing I needed this year. Just skis, boots, and poles. So I got like just a baseline pair, nothing like too crazy because I know I'm gonna like trash them. And yeah, so we'll see if they gave me like the little slip like for like the calibration test they do when they put the bindings on the skis.
The din.
And I was like looking, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping this in case like they fucked up one of the bindings and my feet go flying off and I break my leg. Like I'll have that receipt that says that they passed all the calibration tests. So like I was just thinking about that for like 10 minutes today. Like, God damn it.
I hope that doesn't.
But like, I mean, you can't go in thinking that.
Skiing's definitely a good way to get injured, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a great way.
I was
Probably one of
thinking
the
about today.
easiest.
So my knees, my right knee, my good knee, has been fucked up, and what I think it was I like from my left knee being hurt. I think it fucked up my right knee
Totally.
because I
Yeah.
Putting more weight on it.
yeah because I
Compensation factor.
exactly, and I like especially like all freshman year at college, like I was trying my best to like play. Like I did a lot of running that I should have just been doing rehab.
Right.
So I think I fucked up my knee major, and like today I was walking around my house and it just gave out. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, this is gonna be an interesting winter. I would not be surprised if I blow out my knee this winter.
Dude,
I'm
you're a
feeling the same
snowboarder though,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which is even worse.
worse because you fall and then you get
Everything's
helicopter-
coming with you.
Well, no, but like if you when
You
you
need to
fall,
buy some knee pads.
You're well, that's
I don't
not
think
gonna
that
help.
I don't think that would help.
It's not-
You're connected to your board, which
You
doesn't
actually
help
need to
you.
buy an
when
ass
you
pad.
when you spin, your knees get all twisted up and mangled.
Well, yeah, your board can get caught and your knees are still going, and then
twisting. They're still twisting.
There goes your MCL or your ACL right
exactly.
there. Yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen to me this winter. I know.
We can't think.
If I were to start back up again, I would definitely.
It's not the end of the
I would
world,
definitely
guys.
snowboard though.
I'm gonna have to have a knee
Snowboard.
surgery at some point, so it may as well be this. At the end of this winter break.
But is your knee stronger after surgery?
This one is not.
No. Even when I had my foot surgery,
if you rehab it
Yeah.
correctly and get it there, I never rehab.
I never
to the
rehabbed
point.
mine either.
My
like right side is like so much more like strong. I feel like I've been having like problems with like my shoulder and stuff too because I broke my collarbone years back, and like when I go like this now, like all the way like that side, like that's starting to hurt.
Yeah, I broke my collarbone too.
You're getting old, Leonardo.
There's some
Getting so
creaks in
old.
there.
It's like I feel like the times where I'm healthy is like the best, and then it's just like some other shit will happen, and then I'm out of commission for like 3 months.
It's only gonna go downhill, from
Right?
here.
Oh, I'm taking it
up.
so calm, like on the runs. Like I'm gonna actually work on my form this year.
All right, so you'll be with me.
My boots are molded to my feet. Like he does the thing at Sports Basement.
Yeah, yeah.
You have no
I don't
idea
need to break 'em in.
how much it sucks to fucking snowboard with you guys.
I'm gonna be going hella slow. I'm gonna be going hella slow.
And
So
snowboarders just can't do that.
I can't keep up
I'm a
with you.
boarder,
Otherwise,
too.
I'm gonna fucking.
But I
catch
feel
an
like the
edge and
point
I'll
of
eat
getting
my
a
shit.
snowboard is to do. I feel like it's easier to do tricks on a snowboard.
Well, yes,
Definitely
but you're
is.
supposed to carve. You're not supposed to just like bomb down a hill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
supposed to
skiers, a
take
lot
your
of
time with
skiers,
it.
like when I used to ski with Leonardo and all them, they would just like absolutely rip it, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, all right, later I'll see you guys at the bottom.
I'd be so I would so much rather carve than
Yeah.
just rip it down.
No,
Yeah.
back then it
I
was
think
much
as
more
you
fun.
get older, you're like, well, I
Yeah,
don't need to go
exactly.
a million miles an hour
Yeah.
anymore. You know,
Yeah.
I can like kind of master my craft.
Yeah. Yeah, back then we're all just like trying to one up each other, like we're just like rip by each other. But
Dude,
now
do you
it's just like
remember?
who cares?
Dude, my favorite, I think, memory of all time skiing is when you hit that jump at Squaw, and the GoPro footage is literally just you flying through the air and then just straight into snow.
There's at least 4 seconds of
Yeah.
it. You just see my shadow like,
Yeah, you see the poles, you're just like, ah.
you see me land. Like I kept it in the edit. And I'm just like twisting on the
Yeah.
ground. I don't know
Oh
how I
my
didn't
God.
kill myself.
Yeah, jumps
Well,
always seem like a bright idea. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I got this, and you're like, oh.
Until you,
I don't got this.
The best
you're
of the
midair,
half
you're like,
pipes,
wait.
like the little poles they have on Squaw around there. Stefano went on one once. He's like tried to jump up and like put his ski sideways on the pole. He like goes up on it, he just slaps his head back on the pole and like falls on it like halfway, like just like breaks his back pretty much. It was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, you get smoked.
Yeah.
But snowboarding, yeah, that's a good like point there to the fact that it's not really for racing and going
Yeah, I was
fast.
about-
So you don't
yeah.
see like snowboarding, Olympic going,
Right,
going
solid.
down the mountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
it's skis. only.
Also, I kind of took naturally to. I have good balance, so like I would skateboard around campus in college.
yeah,
And
you'd
I,
be
like,
good. You should try it this year.
I never really. I was good at it. Like I wasn't bad at it.
I switched with someone. I forget. Did we switch?
I think you and Jackson
Switch
It was
what?
me and J-Meyer, right?
Or no, Jackson snowboards too, right?
Jackson snowboards.
It was
It was you
someone.
and Crit.
Maybe me and
someone.
Crit, yeah.
Man, you should get one
Bro,
this
we
year.
got,
You
we
should
got
come
up to
this year.
like, it was
You'd
a
be good.
black diamond, and Crit
I'll go slow with
was like, you want to switch at the top? It was our last run of the day. I skied once in my life before. I was terrible, and I was like, sure, why not? Let's give it a
I would
shot.
never
And
do that.
He was like, I'll fit in your boots. I was like, all right. So we get off the chairlift at the
That's
top.
the
and we're like,
first mistake.
switching
Switching
our-
the boots.
Switching our boots.
Oh.
I'm in ski boots now. I lock in. I'm like, Chris, how the fuck do I do this? Chris is getting like nice carves already, like having a good time. And like it's like initial straightaway. It's the run where you go downhill, you go right and then left, and you go downhill, and then
Any run.
Yeah.
No, listen. It all convenes into like one skinny, like narrow thing where there's like a massive wall on your left and then a hill.
Is
on
it
your
like
right.
Summit and Kangaroo?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Is
only
it the
two
two that
people
come
can
together?
fit on it, like side by side. It like
Oh,
it all merges to-
Siberia at the
Is it
top?
Yeah. Okay. So
When you go down to the right, and
No,
you're on
no,
that
no, no.
ledge, and
No,
there's
no,
the
it's-
mountain to your left and the edge to your right.
yeah, but there's like a massive wall. It's hard to explain. Anyway, we were on that one, and there's hella moguls, and I initially started going downhill, and I like tried to sit. I was going too fast, so I tried to sit down and I ended up like sitting down, but like not. You know how when you squat in a ski, you can't sit down like on your ass. You just keep going faster. So like
your ass is like right above the ground.
Yeah.
Your knees are like your suspension.
So I was like, God damn it. So then I just like fall on my left. All my skis come off, and then I like keep putting them on.
Although that's the worst.
I got so frustrated, I just took them off and walked down.
That's exactly what I did last year, Tommy.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like though, if you're like, I mean, we're all athletic kids, but like if you've never skied or snowboarded and you pick one up and you just like slap on skis, I feel like that's easier to do than put it on a snowboard.
If you slap on a snowboard, you're better off than slapping on skis.
You think?
Oh, I think so. 100%.
Yes, it's more intuitive. Like you just have to.
I think
kick
having
your heels
balance
back.
is easy. Like, so I went up last year. I hadn't seen snow in like a decade because I had a sport in the winter, so I just never went up.
Right.
Hadn't skied in like 10 years, and just like went on one run and fucking sucked the entire time. And my biggest problem was like I would try and slow down by carving and then just fucking wipe out. But I feel like if I had a snowboard, my balance would be so much like it'd be easier to control.
And you can also just like turn sideways on a snowboard.
And I've never snowboarded.
snowboarded.
I skied when I was a kid, and I've never snowboarded in my life. And I feel like I'm more confident. I've never even been on a snowboard. I feel like I'm more confident on one.
Dude, if you were to like,
There is a lot more connections like skateboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
but also like you go down for a second, and then to slow down, all you have to do is turn your hips, and then get on your heels and slow down that way. Like you just like slide. So like for beginners, it's not that hard. You just like go slide. When you start getting good at snowboarding, that's when you're like not sliding and just kicking your heels out backwards either way. That's how it's like slowing down by like heel pushing to your back
Or
side.
using your toe side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when you start
harder
getting
'cause you
good.
gotta,
But like for beginners, it's not hard because like all you have to do is lay on your heels and you're good.
Yeah.
Skis, I don't even know how to slow down.
Neither do
on
I.
skis. You
I
have to
couldn't figure it
pizza.
out.
Yes,
But every time I
yeah.
pizzaed, my skis were crossing over each other. So then I was just like, "What the fuck is this? This sucks ass." Like,
That's because you have you got to have both your feet like in the same motion when you go back and
Right.
forth and like turn, which is
Yeah.
harder because in snowboard you're just like one. It's a one.
Yeah.
or you're straight.
Well, it's
and
just
then
because you're connected. I feel like
Yeah,
it's easier.
yeah. No,
That's
I
all you're
definitely
doing.
get what
That's
you're
all you're
saying.
doing on a snowboard.
It's
You're
so
just
much
going
more
left,
daunting.
I'm right there with
left.
you, Tommy.
No, I agree.
Like, we had the same problems when we skied.
Yeah. I
I
can't.
can't wait for ski season. Angelo was just up there though. I was just talking to him. He said that
you went
it
up there,
wasn't
like,
that great
yesterday.
today.
The snow's definitely not that good. It's been really warm in Tahoe, so they haven't been able to blow snow.
Yeah.
So it's just been
He
melting.
said it was like 68
yeah.
today in Tahoe. I'm like, what? How's snow on the mountain?
Yeah. What?
70
Yeah.
degrees in the winter.
It's fucking crazy.
I know. I really.
It's a La Nina winter, so hopefully we get some.
What does that mean? What's the difference between El Nino and El whatever?
Well, it's
El Nino mean a lot of snow.
no. Isn't
What are the two? I'm gonna look it up.
Isn't Nino
El
like,
Nino's
A lot
during.
of snow in our region. They're like in Tahoe region.
Yeah.
But then La Nina is like a lot of snow in like the
Yeah,
Pacific
the cold
Northwest, like Oregon and Washington, and then like through Colorado, Wyoming, it like goes up.
But we just haven't gotten hit yet.
Yeah, La Nina is a cold phase of like the atmosphere. El Nino is the warm phase.
Yeah.
Temperatures can have large scale impacts not only on ocean processes but also on global weather and climate. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, the main thing for those is the oceanic stuff that happens
Yeah.
with it.
Why is it?
'Cause
called
the ocean gets a
Why
lot
is it called
hotter.
the
Well,
boy then?
yeah. So so there's certain fish that wouldn't usually be
Right.
where they are, but they migrate because it gets warmer or colder.
They
Like El Nino times for fishing is fucking crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can get like insane fish out here.
Yeah.
that are never out
They're
here.
never here. Yeah.
because if the water's
I
too
never thought
warm,
about
they'll
that.
all
That's
those
cool.
fish will die. I mean, same thing goes. Perfect topic. I was looking up articles for today. Oh, no, that isn't it. Where is it? Oh, I don't know where it is, but they're saying that there's this type of chemical in tires. Like it's called like CPPO, and it's like a certain chemical that they put on tires to have them last longer. And I guess in the West Coast, there's been a shortage of salmon. I don't know if you've heard about this because of that chemical on the roadways washes off into ponds and whatever rivers. It's been killing these salmon because the salmon's been allergic to it. And they finally figured it out what it is.
That's crazy.
And that's like, it's also a good thing because it's like a good lesson to learn for like how to
Right.
better
Learn from
effectively
your
like
mistakes,
tackle
yeah.
all these issues. But it's just crazy how like you know, like
Something as
some would,
minuscule as-
yeah,
the,
you know,
the salmon out here hasn't really been
crazy.
affected, but up in Alaska they're getting fucking hosed. I know that.
but it's just wild like how much humanity just like we don't know what we're doing. It's just like, all right, well, some fish are dying.
Yeah, but like,
But you know, what are you gonna do?
my question is this: like, think about back, like, I know it's not good, and this is not like to make things sound like better, but like, think about like back when our parents were like young. Think about all they used to dump trash in the ocean. They thought that was okay. They used to
it's not here.
They used to the landfill and just drop it in the, like, they used to do so much shit
Yeah.
that, like, you know, that doesn't happen now. And
Well, yeah, we're obviously
we can't even imagine how bad things must have been for animals back then.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably so much better now, and everything's gonna move to electric, like at least like
Right,
renewable
but
energy
there's
at
still
some
stuff that
point.
we're doing that we don't know the
like
effects.
tires. Right?
I wanna.
Exactly.
We should watch this the documentary later or the film A Life on Our Planet. David Attenborough
I've
thing
seen it.
on Netflix. Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you guys seen
It's absolutely
My
wild.
Octopus Teacher?
Yes.
No.
Oh my god,
It's insane.
insane,
Really?
bro! I almost cried about an octopus dying.
Yeah. It's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. Have you heard?
Is it a
about this?
documentary or just
Yeah,
it's a
it's
documentary.
this dude that, like, he made a documentary about.
emotionally attached to an octopus.
Well, so he went out. He lives in New Zealand, right, or something like that. And he used to make films with his brother, and they went out to like the Sahara, like completely opposite of what they're doing. But he always had like a beach house in New Zealand, and he was having a tough time with life, like was super down on himself or whatever, and decided to just go back to what he did as a kid and go swimming in the ocean. And went down, and like he lived like right next to a kelp forest, so he went down to the kelp forest and was just swimming around filming stuff, and he found this octopus, and then just for some reason was like, I'm gonna try and find this octopus every single day, and went down every single day for literally a year. Like it was like 360 days or something, and just
Damn.
recorded this octopus, and it's
And he like fully built like a relationship with this
Yeah.
thing, like because
Yeah.
octopus are like considered to be some like the smartest
They're smart
animals
as
in the
fuck,
ocean.
yeah.
And like he would go back to like the same spot every day and like
It would show up.
set the camera up and,
And
it would
it
like
recognized
wave
him.
at the camera, like put his tentacle out at the camera, and like
That's
he would come back and
wild.
like there was this one scene in the documentary where he was like he like thought the octopus wasn't there and like he set the camera up and then like it went onto his arm and like swam with him the whole way to like the surface and everything.
Hitched a
like,
ride with him.
octopus.
So you
like,
go in the water with it?
oh,
dude,
yeah.
he could hold his breath for an
Yeah.
insane amount of time.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
He's a free diver.
And it was just like a lake, like
he
a little
just-
pond?
no, this is like the ocean.
No, but what
This
I'm
is the
saying, he didn't have he just
No, yeah.
No,
yeah,
he was
yeah,
like free diving.
It's like the
No-
ocean.
no
like,
wetsuit
Like
either.
you'd go
No
to like
wetsuit
that
either.
same spot
Same
of the
spot.
ocean.
In the
yeah, like
octopus
imagine
would,
jumping
like,
in off
remember.
like in Monterey, like off the 18th hole, like and just
Oh,
going and
yeah,
finding
yeah,
an octopus
yeah.
every day. Same octopus.
Same
so
wild.
wild.
It was insane. And there's a part where like he's
It's
it's
fine.
sca- I don't know if he scares it away.
We're gonna end in a minute anyways.
I don't know if he scares it away, but it gets scared away and he tracks it down, which is fucking insane. Because like
That's absurd.
I don't know. It's such a crazy thought. Like how there's got to be other animals that have some sort of conscience.
100%.
Dolphins do 100%.
I feel like dolphins have to. They have
Bee-
to, bro. They have
bees-
full blown
The
communication.
new
everything.
Cosmos episode 2, they're talking about bees and stuff, and like they're saying like bees have dreams, and like when they go to find a new nest,
I mean,
they'll, like,
dogs dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy, and it's just we know like so little about like I don't know.
But I don't
about
think
certain
dreams.
things.
I think dreams are something different than being like a sentient, like conscious human, like or like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Having a conscious is different.
It's different than having
Yeah.
dreams because dreams are just like your brain replaying experiences that you've had and altering them in ways that like it wants to. But then being conscious is like being in real life and then like.
Yeah,
But I feel like dolphins for sure might be like one of those type of species. Same with orcas. I feel like orcas definitely.
You think velociraptors had it? Were
Bro,
conscious?
orcas are so smart. Have you
No,
guys
hell
seen
yeah.
have you seen the guy who he jumps in, he's like a free diver, but he goes in to like a pack of orcas. Apparently our fingers, this bone in our fingers, when we snap, they share the same exact bone in our like fingers in one of their like vertebrae or whatever, orcas. And this guy went in the water and started snapping like this, and they, based on like the bone density or whatever, I don't know why, but they all just came up to him
And like
and we're just
were
chilling.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
so-
was like, he was just kept snapping, and they were like, "Holy shit! Like you're one of us, basically." Like it was nuts.
I've heard that wild
That's
orca
wild.
encounters are so much safer than
sharks.
no. Well, I would assume so, and also just like orcas in enclosures and stuff like that. Like it's a lot.
yeah.
They're more safe out in the wild than
More
they are.
mellow.
Yeah, because
Orcas are like
They
I
hunt
can't.
like great white sharks.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
think of- I
They
can't
understand
think
that
of a
you're not a
fish
meal
more
for them.
Deadly. Like
Yeah.
what's a fish more deadly than an orca?
That's
not one.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
the-
exactly.
they-
right?
they
Like
really-
they
they're the
can
apex
fuck up
predator
a
of the
great
ocean.
white if
They're
they
so
wanted to.
sick.
They can just
Because
ram.
they realize that they can put a shark to sleep. They figure that out.
Yeah.
That if they flip a great white over, it'll fall asleep, and they can just
They also
mash its
just,
guts out.
ram. They ram stuff too. Like they literally will
They also
ram things like
flick
like a-
stuff out of the ocean
Yeah.
with their
Yeah.
tails, which is the craziest
'Cause
stuff.
it's
Like the
stuns
seals.
them.
those
Yeah, they
videos
just
of them, like,
punch
They're
them
just
up into the
finessing.
sky.
They're just finessing.
Yeah, and
They're
apparently
they're
they're
so sick.
it knocks the seal out because it's such a powerful.
Oh my,
tail whip.
bro, they get launched like 40 feet into the air.
And they're
It's
just
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, dude,
Any
orcas
we
are
would
like-
get knocked out. For, well,
Yeah, probably.
I always thought that the orca's white
Dude, think about
was
the
their
sheer
eye
size difference.
on the side, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like
And
that's
the
not
impact of
their
the
eye.
tail alone is just like
You
Yeah.
know-
Also, the coolest thing is like with the dolphins when they like pat the sand and create like a circle around their like the fish they're hunting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
the fish get disoriented and like don't know where to go, so they're like trapped in a bowl.
And the whales do that too. They
Yeah.
like blow.
Also, they like have they have fun and like
air bubbles.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Have you seen those videos of them like skimboarding? Like they go up onto the surf and like skirt on the surf.
I've not seen that,
No,
but I've
It's
seen
insane.
They
like,
love surfing.
Like
Dolphins love surfing.
teen dolphins will like go and literally like skimboard pretty much on a beach.
Damn.
That's dope.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But they just
They
slide
have,
on
they have
there.
the good laugh.
Yeah, they haul in with the wake, and then as it's going out, they
turn left.
make
Yeah.
a U-turn and just like skirt
That's dope.
across the sand.
One last thing before we end. I was just listening to this other podcast, and you know, like when you like take your dog or whatever, and like you take him in the car. It's funny because they probably think that you also don't know where you're going. Because as far as they know, it's just like a car and it's just like some machine that's taking you and the dog somewhere. So the dog is probably thinking like, oh, we're going to go on an adventure with my owner. I don't know where, but it'll be fun. And you know what I'm saying? It's such a weird fact because like they don't know that. They as far as we know, they just probably think we're going in on some hunk of junk metal and going somewhere.
That's a thought that I've always had is like when I drive Cooper around, I'm like, do you think like he like recognizes certain spots of the
Spots,
city
yeah.
by now because he's
Yeah.
driven them so much? Like, do you think he's always has his head out the window?
feel like
how do you not?
some-
Probably by
dogs
smell.
might.
Probably by smell.
Smell, right?
Right?
Because Labradoodles are some of the smarter
smart.
breeds. Yeah.
But
Which
do
is
they have navigational skills? That's
right.
it.
Well, I think I would.
Cooper putting his paw out the window.
Yeah. Go right.
Right. You sure?
All right, guys. Well, we have to unfortunately end this portion. It's been over an hour. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let us know what you'd like to see in future videos. And thank you, Tommy, Ben, and Will, for being on this episode of the podcast.
Love you.
Ciao
Thank you.
ragazzi.
Thanks for watching.
Andiamo
Hit the
bene.
bell. Hit the bell.
Hit that motherfucking bell, baby.
Hit that bell, baby.